So guys, I had recently seen I had read a Tyler Perry email that he had sent to me. He sends it to, like, I guess people that subscribe to his website. And in that email, he had a note to his younger self, but it was actually a video, like, kind of journal diary thing that he had done on, I think it was ABC. And if I find the link or the email, then I'll be sure to try to post it down below so you guys can actually see. So he said it's a good idea to do stuff like this. So I'm going to go ahead and try it, totally improvise, no script or paper or anything else. All right, so letter to a younger me. You know, I remember you. I remember your smile, the way you would light up the room. I remember all your insecurities and the way that you felt growing up as a child. I remember the hands of the man that caused you to look at life a completely different way before your time. The person that was supposed to protect you ended up being one of the main people that hurt you. And no one knew because you never said a word. You always kept it to be your little secret. Maybe because you were afraid. I also remember the other guy who worked at the store down the block who would try to touch and feel you, or maybe your mother's boyfriend who came and also tried to do what he wanted to do with you, and you never said a word because you were once again too afraid to say anything. But you kept it to yourself and you held it back, but you continued to persevere, and you said that you would be the best person that you can be. You, as you got older, you made sure, although people used to pick on you and tell you that you weren't good enough, you always made sure that you stood out in your own special way. You were always different. You know, wearing your baggy jeans, I remember you went through that phase. And then growing up, you know, you got heavier. I think it was during the 3rd grade you got heavier. You got fatter and you became really insecure about yourself. And really unsure, and just like, I remember, you know, you would say that you wish you were different because all the kids used to laugh at you, and then you got those red glasses. But you know, those red glasses made you stick out, it made you be remembered. And it's funny how a lot of those same people that teased you back in those days are the same people that you ended up being friends with later on in life because you don't hold grudges. Well, I mean, you could, but you didn't. And I definitely commend you for that. I remember you would feel so bad sometimes, but you would never let it make you cry. You would continue. You would laugh things off just to make yourself not be hurt. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you would always say, man, I wish I had a mom who loved me. Someone who would be there with me. Why is it that everybody else has a mom and a dad, but I don't? I remember you used to say, wow, like, you know, I have this woman who's taken care of me for so long, but she's old enough to be my grandmother, so everyone thinks that she is. But you know what? Don't fret, little girl, because she made you the person that you are today. If things were different, I don't think you would have had the morals and values that you grew up with. So definitely, you know, despite the fact that you didn't have it as other people did, look at the person that you are now. You know, you became something extraordinary. I remember the guy that you thought you loved, who you gave it away to, but became somebody who was nothing more than a couple months of a fling. But he always remained in your heart. I remember few other guys who tried to take advantage of you, and they kind of did and gave you labels, but you continued to persevere. You know, you pushed it to the back of your head and you kept going high, holding so many secrets to yourself. I remember as you got older, you were kind of popular because you started having jobs and you became somebody that people were like, wow, you know, she's kind of cool. She wears cool clothes. She started wearing Jordans now. Or she started wearing Pepe jeans or indigo red shirts. I remember your friend used to give you some of her hand-me-downs, and you used to think that you were so fly. And she, although hurt you a little bit, sometimes here or there, she did help you a lot. And that's why you and her are always going to be so close. I remember that time when you had a fight, and the people that you thought were your friends, they ended up going against you. And that was the day that you learned that you only have but oh so many friends, and you can't go around calling people your friends. Yeah, I remember that. But all of that helped you to be the person that you are today. I remember when you were bulimic, when you had anemia. Not anemia, I'm sorry. When you were anorexic, I remember that. Well, you actually had bulimia, yeah, because you weren't anorexic because you did eat enough. But I remember you used to, do things because you just wanted to fit in. You wanted people to actually like you. And it's funny because you said to yourself, wow, just losing some weight has caused so many people to actually like me. Changing your clothes and actually losing weight makes the whole world adore you. It makes you become popular. It makes kids say, I can hang out with her now. I'm not going to talk bad about her. You can get the good boyfriends now. That's the things that you found out at that age when you were a teenager. And I remember that. But don't worry, because things do get better. I'm living proof of that. I can tell you that they got better. I remember when you were pregnant and you were in that relationship that was not the best for you, but you came out stronger than ever, and you learned so much from that relationship. And you learned that you need to be valued and respected, and no one will ever make you feel inferior ever again. That's what you learned. And you learned to worthy yourself and respect yourself. And it also, having a child made you grow up and made you become a woman a little before you wanted to, and you were scared as ever, but you did it. You did it, and look at you now. You're amazing. You are excellent. You have surpassed everyone's wildest expectations of you. And you know what? You are beautiful. And you know what? Don't let anyone ever tell you anything different. Because despite everything that you have been through, all those people that took advantage of you, you became something great. You became something amazing. And guess what? Guess what? It only gets better. It will only get better from here because you are amazing. You have talents that you never even realized you had. You have the gift of gab. You know how to make people feel better about themselves, even if you're not able to do it for yourself at times. You know what to say in order to soothe someone. You know how to command a room if necessary. You can act. You can sing a little something, you have a little bit of tunes. There are so many talents that you have that you do not even see, but they are there. So don't ever sell yourself short. Do you understand me? Do not sell yourself short, because this world will try to tear you down. They will try to tear you down and rip you apart if you allow them to. But you know what? You will stay strong, and you will beat it, and you will do better. You will do better than anyone has ever expected, because you are amazing.